Good evening. My name is Kenton Pierce, and our topic for this speech is about different areas of discrimination within our society. The one I chose to talk about was discrimination against transgenders. I chose this one because it was something I wanted to learn more about, simply due to the fact that this is a topic that has caught headlines a lot more seemingly recently, and just as a natural learner and a natural a person who enjoys to know more, it was something that intrigued me and something that I would hope that I could take something away from. So, with that being said, I did um, specify it a little bit to more of the medical side of things, just because I think these statistics and these facts that I'm going to share with you really are the most eye-opening ones. I think that these will help put in perspective some of the struggles that these people face, struggles that that I, who have not been through the transgender process or the transition process, excuse me, I never even would have dreamed of dealing with. Never even would have entered my mind. So there are four specific statistics that I'm going to share with you guys. There's a lot more out there, and there was a lot more within this research, but due to time constraints, I slimmed it down to four, and I think these four were probably the most eye opening for me. The ones that made me really sit back and think, "Wow, it it made me sit there and realize how much of a problem this truly is." The first one I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, let me preface this by saying all of these statistics are according to the National Transgender Discrimination Survey report of health and healthcare. Sorry, that's a mouthful, but anyway, the first statistic I want to share with you guys is that 28% of the people that took place in this survey were subject to harassment within a medical setting, and this one really kind of struck a chord with me a little bit, because obviously we all understand and realize that transgender people are going to face harassment and going to face discrimination within a social setting, just in everyday life, and that in and of itself is a major problem. But it never even entered my mind that they could potentially be going through the same type of discrimination and harassment within a medical setting. For me, I guess I just always thought that a doctor's office was somewhat of a safe haven, that you could tell them what's going on, and it would be a judge-free kind of zone. But clearly, with the transgender community, excuse me, that is not the case. The second statistic I want to share with you guys is that this one really blew me away. Is that over 50% of the sample reported had to teach their medical providers about transgender care. And I had to take a step back on this. I kind of had to pause on this one for a second, because the idea of me having to go into a doctor's office, a doctor who has spent multiple years training and learning how to become a doctor, and then having to teach them what to do, I couldn't even imagine how exhausting, how frustrating that process would be. And like I said, it really struck a chord with me and really kind of set me back in my chair a little bit. The next one is that over 25% of the surveyed individuals reported abuse of alcohol or drugs due to the discrimination and harassment that they face. Obviously, this one is a very serious issue, and in fact, I'm actually going to combine that with this next statistic here. 41% of the people that were surveyed attempted suicide, and that is compared to only 1.6% of the general population. Guys, that one sent a chill down my spine the first time I read it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, these last two really show the issues that these people face are serious, and they are feeling like they have to resort to very serious measures to deal with them and to cope with them. And just I mean, almost half of the population attempting suicide. That is just absolutely. I'm at a loss for words, even within a speech. I mean, there's no way that that can be excusable. There's no way that that can be unnoticed any longer. This is clearly a serious, serious problem within, America in 2018, almost into 2019. And, as I close with you all, you like to close with a call of action or with, a hook or something like that. But truthfully, guys, I think the first step in rectifying some of these issues is admitting that they're issues, and that just saying that we don't know about it, that's not a good enough excuse anymore. We can't be blind to this type of stuff that these people are going through, because like I said at the beginning, I had no idea any of the struggles these people were facing within a medical setting. And so as the transgender community continues to reach popularity and to garner and earn the national attention that they deserve, my only hope is that as that continues, more light will be shed on these issues, and more programs and more ways to help these people will surface. Anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed.